was wondering, where do you think the line is for you then with comedy? Because sometimes, like, when you're riding on the edge, sometimes it's a bit like you're not too sure when you cross that line too hard. What is it for you? It's not necessarily about like, oh, when you say something too like race or too sexist or whatever, like, but what to you is like a specific thing, or maybe like a measurable scale where you go, you know what, nah, that doesn't feel right.
Maybe like when it comes to jokes, I think it's all on the table. You can do what you want with your jokes, provided they're funny. If it's not a funny joke, then it's just criticism or it's just being harsh.
Yeah.
Granted, humor is subjective, but the common Joe Soap can tell the difference between a funny joke and a bad joke. So I think absolutely anything can be joked about, provided it's funny and it's obviously not coming from any kind of negative association or kind of bad place. So if I was to make a joke about like black people or fat people or gay people, that's generally taken as a joke unless people genuinely think I have a problem with fat people, black people, or gay people, and so on. So like it can't be coming from a place of hate. You need to be just having fun with it mainly, and it needs to be funny. So I don't think any line, needs to be tiptoed over. Just as long as you're comfortable in having fun with it, and you're not actually homophobic or racist or anything else, then you have nothing to worry about, really.
Yeah, and going a little bit further there, obviously, I think most of the people, most creators out there can say, well, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. There's a lot of creators out there that can like do this human stuff and not necessarily do it like because they're homophobic or racist or sexist. Do you though worry that sometimes when you make like a joke that skirts that, there might be someone or like a groups of audience might be like, you know what? He's one of us. This is pretty cool. I like this Sgt Ducky. He gets us, sort of thing. Do you ever worry about playing into, I guess, people who have a discrimination and possibly reinforcing that? Or do you think that's not sort of where you're from, or that's not your place?
Well, it's always a risk anyway. You do have those kind of collective of people out there that are just genuine cunts, They do have a lot of hate in their heart for particular genders or race or whatever else. But apart from just saying it outright in a video, look, I'm not a racist and this is a joke, there's nothing you can really do about that, and if you did do that, it'd be just jarring and weird in a video. So yeah, you're going to be associated with it. It's just like PewDiePie being associated with Nazis. It's going to happen, and everybody who has a brain cell in their head knows he's not a fucking Nazi.
Yeah.
But you'll still get associated with that. But with my videos, I've always made a video as if I'm talking to one of my friends. I don't worry about people judging me for what I say because I feel like they already know me at this point, Yeah. And they kind of, if people watch enough of your videos, they kind of get a general idea of what you're about and what you're not about. So I kind of rely on people's common sense to avoid any of being kind of lumped in with any kind of negative groups.
Okay. Do you feel that maybe you also feel that level of protection because your face isn't out there?
In a sense, the only reason that I kind of prefer the avatar is just because if my jokes get a bit riskier, people don't get as angry, And the one thing it really does is it lets people know that it's not to be taken serious. This is a cartoon character, It's purely for comedy. It's like there's very rarely I'll do a video where I'll actually give a straightforward, unfunny, matter-of-fact video. All my videos will center around comedy. So maybe a little bit of protection comes from the character, but ultimately I'm not too bothered about whether people get offended or not.